judicial.
That's right.
All right.
She was baptized at the age of 6 here at Morning Star and was raised here.
All right.
She always wanted to be the first in line at school because we went to school early. And you know, I was the type of mother didn't want her to be the first. I would always put her second or third. You know what she told me? I'm going to tell Mama and Papa on you. I should be first.
All right.
And I said, okay.
All right.
So she wanted to be the first in line. And as you know, it took a village to raise her.
That's right.
And the village is here.
Amen.
She attended school in Oakland, California, went to law school in San Francisco,
All right.
and had the opportunity to go to a program called Emerge California. The program, it educates young people to run for public office, and notable people that you are aware of right now is our Honorable Mayor Libby Schaaf was in the program.
All right.
All right.
Honorable Senator Kamala Harris,
All
as
right.
well as Honorable London Breed.
All right.
She has been married for over 13 years and have 2 beautiful children.
Amen.
As I look back, and I've had the opportunity to see her in action in the courtroom, I say to myself, did I do that? Knowing the kind of person that I am, she just recently finished her master's in business administration.
All right.
And she doesn't say much because she doesn't like fanfare because she's humble.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Amen.
Here, her ultimate goal is to become a judge.
Come on, Come on,
And I
Myra.
have no
Come
doubt
on, Barbara.
in my mind
Come on,
All right.
because she stands on her grandparents' shoulders.
All right.
She stands on my shoulders, and she
Yeah.
stands on the village shoulders.
That's right. That's
And
right.
so may I present to you my distinguished daughter.
All right.
My only child, her only granddaughter, Amyra Charlene III Hampton, Esquire.
All right. Amen. Beautiful Tony.
I count it all joy to be here with you this morning. I'd like to first acknowledge Pastor Williams, Reverend Nash, the Women's Committee, Sister Esty, the church family, and my family. I am surprised today that I have my godmother with me today, who I've always looked up as a child. And I'd like to begin with the verse that Sister Esty gave me. Proverbs 31:30. It says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain.
All right.
But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised.
Amen.
Now, I'm not Sister Carol Jones, but I'm going to try it one more time. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain.
Yeah.
But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised.
All right.
And I'm going to use that today to talk to you about who's that lady.
All
Now,
right.
growing up in West Oakland, not too far from here, I would always hear my aunt sing a song. And there was a famous song by the Ron Isleys called Who's That Lady? Now, you may have heard of it. Some of the lyrics go like this. Who's that lady? Who's that lady? Beautiful lady. Who's that lady? Now, if anyone knows me best, I've never been to a Ron Isley concert, and I'm not really well versed in the music. But I would always wonder to myself, who was that lady? Was it the lady in the magazine? Was it the lady next door? Or was it the lady, my very own Aunt Dog?
All right, girl.
This dog.
All
This
right.
dog.
You see, I learned there's a difference between a lady or a woman, for that matter, between a young girl.
Yeah.
You see, a lady has wisdom.
Yeah.
A lady has power.
All
And
right.
see, Sister Jones, a lady has strength.
All
Now,
right.
when I went to the Bible regarding this text, I came across Deborah. And you see, Deborah provides a leadership exemplar for us today.
All
You
right.
see, in the book of Judges, I learned that Deborah was a judge.
Yes, she
And in
was.
Judges chapter 4, verse 4 and 5, it said that Deborah dwelt under a palm tree, and the Israelites would come under the palm tree in order to be judged.
That's right.
All
So
right.
on today, ladies, and men too, you see, our example of leadership today is Deborah.
All right.
All
So I
right.
went a little bit further as to wisdom. Now we live in a day today where people are so caught up on money. You know, people are so caught up on intelligence. People are so caught up on position and who you know.
Yeah.
Now people think the more money you have,
All
the more
right.
education you have,
Yeah.
that in fact you will have wisdom.
No.
Well, we already have an example here today in
All
our
right.
own government.
All right.
No matter how wealthy you are,
All
right?
right.
No matter how much education you have and how intelligent you really
All
think
right.
you are, that will not obtain wisdom.
That's
That's
right.
And
right.
then I came across Abigail. In 1 Samuel 25, it said that Abigail was married to a wealthy man. And you know, that caught my attention, Brother Ken, when they said she was married to a wealthy man. Somebody clap for me.
Okay, but what?
See, now,
What?
Abigail was beautiful, but I'm not talking about her beauty here today. I'm talking about the fact that Abigail was known for her sensibility and for her wisdom.
Yes.
You see, Abigail had a husband
Yes, you did.
who was wealthy. And when Abigail's husband made David upset,
All
it
right.
was Abigail, not known to her husband, and Abigail went on her own accord because she was trying to save her family.
That's right.
Abigail went to David, and she humbled herself in front of David
Yes,
and
she
said,
did.
David, we give you honor and we give you grace, and I apologize for my husband.
Yes,
You
right.
see, Abigail had wisdom,
Why?
Yes.
and it was Abigail who ultimately saved her family.
Family.
And so on today, ladies and gentlemen too, Abigail is our model for
Yes.
leadership.
Yes,
All
right.
right.
As we know, a woman has leadership and she has wisdom, but she also has strength.
All right.
I went to the Bible and I learned about Rahab. Rahab is known in the Bible for her strength. I found her story in the book of Joshua. And in that book, it talked about how Rahab was known for her strength. And what she did with her strength is that when the Israelites came to look for two spies, and I learned that Joshua had sent 2 spies to the city of Jericho.
That's right.
She saved those spies.
That's
She
right.
kept them in her home. And so that when the Israelites came to look for them, they were saved. Strength. That must have been hard for Rahab to be in the city of Jericho and hide 2 spies in her home so that they can be saved.
All right.
It was Rahab's strength that saved those spies and her family.
And her
Yes.
family. That's right.
And so, while it's always important for a woman of God to have power, wisdom, and strength, she must fear the Lord.
Yes.
Now, in our everyday meaning, we know what fear is.
Yes.
Fear is something that you are afraid of because you believe that it will cause pain or damage to you. Oftentimes in my household, we joke about fear. My son DJ has a fear of roller coasters. And every time we go to an amusement park, DJ's body language changes. He will begin to tighten up.
Yeah.
His eyes begin to get wide.
Right.
And at
No,
that
that's the
time, he
truth.
comes up with every excuse imaginable as to why he won't go on his
I
roller
agree.
coaster. And when my grandfather was living, at one point he even used the phone to call in for reinforcements. But actually, DJ's fear, and we all may share some of that same fear, is not really what it means to fear the Lord.
Yes.
Now, I too, like DJ, had a wrong definition of fear of the Lord. I thought fear was like driving on the highway and looking in your rearview mirror with the police officer behind you. I mean, that's some type of fear. You have to make sure,
Yes, it is.
right, that you're driving correctly because we don't want a ticket. But I too was wrong. Fear is described in Proverbs 15:33. The fear of the Lord describes as discipline or instruction of wisdom. And to understand what fear of the Lord means, I found 3 foundational points. First and foremost, we need to believe that the Lord exists. Now, if you guys remember this, a couple months ago or a year, there was a report on the news about mountain lions in the open hills.
Right.
And everyone was afraid.
Right.
They said, don't go to the open hills because in fact, there are mountain lions. Now what if I went to the open hills and paid no thought about a mountain lion? I didn't believe that they were there. Well, that's the same thing with fearing the Lord. We have to know that he exists.
All right.
So if you don't know if he exists, you will not fear the Lord.
Yes,
All
Lord.
right.
Second thing, we need to understand that the Lord has power to judge all creation.
Yes, sir.
In Psalms 96:10, it says that the Lord reigns and he will judge the people. What we need to know is here is that at some point, we will be judged.
All
And
right.
I don't know about you, but in my line of work, I go to the judge almost 5 days a week.
Right.
And at some point, my client turns to me and is afraid because they know that judgment is coming.
That's right.
Fear of the Lord.
Yes, Jesus.
The third thing we must recognize when we need to fear the Lord is that we need to recognize that the Lord, in fact, is holy. It says in Revelation 15:4, it tells us that the Lord is holy.
Yes.
Now this is vital. We need to view the Lord as not just a friend only forgiving. And why do you ask? Because the way we talk to our friends or approach our friends is much different from the way we need to approach the Lord. Now oftentimes I call Sister Jones on the phone and I might not even say hello. She knows who it is.
Right.
I just start talking. But see, when you go to the Lord, you need to understand that the Lord is holy.
That's right.
Why I like Sister Jones, she's nothing like the Lord. It occurred to me as I was preparing to speak with you today, and I was sitting at my desk, my son came in and my husband came in, and they asked me, how was everything going? And I told them exactly where I was. And they said to me, well, Mimi and Mommy, you need to tell them why they need to fear the Lord. And in my line of work, I'm always asked, why should I do this? When I'm dealing with my kid, my son DJ, he asks me, Mommy, why? And so on today, I wanted to tell you why you should fear
Wow.
the
All
Lord.
right. All
And
right.
if you really knew me, you'd say, Mimi, what are you talking about? I had the pleasure of being at this church for quite some time. I had the pleasure to go to different lecture halls and meet different people and be taught by people from all across the world. But it was in this 2-story building where I learned something that would save my soul. It was in this 2-story building where people like my grandmother, people like Sister Watts, people like Sister Essie Smith, who have all gone on, but they taught me something that would save my soul. Now, Pastor Williams, I'm not a preacher, but don't push me. But it was what I learned was that over 2,000 years ago, my Savior, my rock, the one that I fear, was born of a Virgin Mary. He came down from 42 generations, and he was born in the city of Nazareth. And he walked the streets, healing folk and raising people from the dead.
Yes.
But what I learned about that is that the story continued that he had a heavy cross placed on his back. He had a crown of thorns placed on his head. And he marched that cross through the city, and he marched that cross up a hill called Calvary.
Yes.
And he was nailed to the cross, his feet and hands. And they lifted up high, and they stretched him wide.
Yes, they did.
He hung his head, and you know this song from Sister Watts, and then he died. But you see, the story didn't end there.
That's right.
But when Sister Watts told me that, they laid him in a borrowed tomb.
Borrowed tomb.
And some people like to say early. All I care about is that one Sunday morning that he got up
He got it.
out of the grave
Yes.
with all power,
All power.
and this will make you happy, all power
All power.
in his hand.
Yes, he
And
did.
so to the ladies today, do you have the strength of Rahab?
Yes.
Do you have the leadership of Deborah? Or better yet, do you have the power of Abigail? Do you fear the Lord? So that when you walk in a room, or perhaps you pass by someone, they ask, who's that lady?